decide that you wanted to be a singer? Because you dance, you sing, you perform. What made you choose this path?
I'll tell you one thing. When I was 8 years old, I went back to India for 5 years to study there. My mom sent me and my brother there. I started getting hooked onto Bollywood movies, Hindi movies. I got so into them that I used to, even, the so-called flop movies were amazing to me just because I just love, even if it's a typical story, guy meets girl and then the parents don't like it and they fight and all that stuff. It's the same thing, but I would just look at it and be like, wow, be mesmerized by how amazing this world is and keep on watching movies and I don't know, maybe in the back of my mind I felt that I belonged there. And I always loved singing and I always did sing and dance was also always there. And even when I went to school and stuff, I was an A grade student, but I always felt that I belonged there. And I was kind of waiting for a chance to do something or show people what I have. And Sarigamba was something that I and my family wanted me to be a part of since I was a little girl, since it started when it was new. And waiting for it to come to America internationally or something where I could audition and try to go. And you never know. Sometimes it's good not to know how much your potential is, because then you work harder. And I think that's good. Because once you think you're the best, then you're done. You don't try as hard. So I knew that I was good enough, but I had that doubt. How good am I? Because I know Sarigamba singers are amazing. But am I that good? Or maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But was waiting for that chance to come, and when that came, I was like, okay, I have to go for it, because if I lose this chance, then I might always think that what if I tried? What if I tried?
So were you professionally trained in singing?
Yes, my grandparents, my dada and my dadi were both visharat in music. So since I was like a year old, I used to just kind of sing with my grandfather. And I started taking classical vocal, Hindustani vocal lessons when I was 8, since I was 8. I even continued it in America from my teacher, Chandrakanta Courtney in Houston. And I started giving shows when I was 12. I got my diploma in Kuchipudi, which is a classical dance, when I was 12 in India. And so all these things kind of added up. And then I started choreographing dances and teaching little kids, teaching music to kids, and by performing on stage, I became comfortable on stage. I became, performing was like heaven for me. It was like when I'm on the stage, there's nothing else that I want, And so all of this definitely helped, and my mom really prepared me for everything. I mean, she taught me everything and anything possible in the world, including sports, all kind of sports, even martial arts, singing, yes, even tabla I learned. I did 3 classical dances, hip hop classes, garba classes, sewing classes. I've done mehndi classes. I mean, my mom has made me do everything. I mean, it was like, okay, you're sitting, wait, get up, let's do something, So, I mean, I would definitely say it's because of her. Otherwise, I'd be a lazy bum right now. And, sorry? Horseback riding. Oh, yeah, right now, I'm here for a week, but, she's making me do horseback riding because she's like, that's one thing I haven't taught you yet, So, me and her brother are going for horseback, riding, and I'm like, wow, Mom, But,
too busy.
Yeah, and the really interesting thing I would say is that everything that she has forcefully so-called taught me or made me go for lessons has helped me. And right now in Bombay, when somebody says, "Oh, aapko ye aata hai? Do you know this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do." It's whatever it is. It's like I know it, believe it or not, but I know it. And so yeah, everything you learn does help once in your lifetime. Right now I'm cooking at home. My mom taught me how to cook when I was 12, and I was like, why are you making me learn this right now? I'm still a kid, But I wasn't prepared. I had to live on my own. Now I cook everything, And so, I mean, yeah, it's it's been a long process. If people don't realize it's because they see you, oh, she's so lucky, man, you know? She's on stage and, you know, this and that. And if I had that chance, I would do the same thing, you know? And it's like, I'm blessed. I'm very lucky to get the opportunity to be there. But there's no doubt that my mom, my family, and I have worked really hard for those 19, 20 years, you know, before I got on that stage.